One.
Welcome back to Team Fat Kid Choose the Fat, episode 6.
Yes, we're making headway.
So we just cracked.
Shouldn't this be like episode 8 according to you?
I mean, who knows? All right, so we're making headway, and so we just cracked open the Smartmouth Brewing Company limited release Saturday morning IPA with marshmallows. And the fear of all fears has come to fruition.
Honestly, I call it false advertising.
I can't smell any marshmallow in there whatsoever.
I feel like, and Chase was quick to pull it out. It's a Rule G.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Real damn close.
I can see that.
And I'm not believing any
it
of
obviously
the
looks a little bit lighter.
The 10 IBU, and I'm not. I don't even know what a Play-Doh number is.
Just like you did say though, Jason. I really do dig the image on the camera.
I mean, the image on the can is nice. I can say that.
Like I was saying, that's a super neat can nonetheless.
It's a super neat can. It looks fantastic, and they did a great job in marketing on this.
Looks like Lucky Charms.
I was up early as hell, and I got the.
We got to give them credit that they sold out like immediately.
Like I was in line. I got there 5 minutes late. They opened at 10. I got there at 10:05. I got there, and before I walked out of the building, being in line for 20, 25 minutes, they were already sold out. So they're selling out immediately as soon as it opens. And I'm
probably a lot of disappointed people.
I am not picking up any marshmallows.
Well, all right. I don't know if there's a lot of disappointed people. I just think there's a lot of people that got an IPA.
Right, but they paid $200 for it, right?
All right, no.
$3.99.
The people that are paying $200 for it got ripped off. I mean, let's be real.
Those people are pretty fast. We or y'all paid $3.99 for it, but there was people that paid $200 for this fucking can.
There's people spending
$500
flavored for a 4-pack on Lucky Charms
they got a Rule G.
Yeah, they got Rule G. Pound it. They got Rule G. Like,
I mean, that's like concert tickets though. People buy them, they scalp them. Like, I'm sure people buy beers.
I would have saved that $200 and went to straight on the water with Pharrell.
I have yet to pick up marshmallows, and I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna take it a step, and like I'm gonna bring up Carl one more time because he says burping is what brings you back, and if you eat dinner somewhere and you have a great dinner somewhere
and you burp
an hour later and
you
you're
taste
like,
that dinner.
Oh, that was amazing.
I admit.
I want to go back there.
Not 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, but if you an hour later you burp and you're like, that tastes like crap. Like I'm not going back to that place. That place sucks.
Not 5 minutes ago you burped and you said there is no marshmallow in this burp.
I'm not picking up the marshmallow at all.
No, not even a scent. At least have a smell. Like, get you a little bit intrigued for the beer.
Hello, how are
so
you?
It could like throw your mind on the placebo effect, and it's like, oh, I think I'm tasting it, but
maybe
at least throw that in there.
Maybe if you've never had Smartmouth beers.
Well, I mean, okay, if you've never had a Smartmouth beer in your life, I've had all of them.
I have to say, like,
there's still a handful I have not had yet.
It's probably a good beer, but.
They make great beers. I haven't had a beer from
very good.
Here's my question.
I like IPAs too.
Because we're all gonna knock it, but I'm just saying, for $4, is it a good beer?
It's a good IPA.
Just false advertising.
It doesn't live up to the
hype. Yeah. Because the
actual name.
I would pay $4 for a Rule G all day.
Yeah. Especially a 16 ounce.
Yeah, like a 16 ounce Rule G. Like, yeah, dude. So how about Smartmouth? You guys go out there and fucking make Rule G $4 in a 16 ounce can at 7-Eleven, and you'll make your money.
Maybe if you put, do the placebo effect in your head, and it's like marshmallow. And then you try it 10 minutes later, maybe.
I mean, but we went in there thinking marshmallow. I went in there thinking Lucky Charms. Like I went in there
I've been thinking about it all damn day.
Yeah.
Beer.
Got none of it.
Chase is solely lucky that we still had this beer because
I was actually really surprised.
On an average Monday,
this shit would have been.
He would have got here late, and this would have been already open. we might have saved him a sip. It would have been flat as hell. And he would still said, roll G. And we would still be pissed off. And, like, we're like, hey, like, we would have tainted his mind, like, going into it. Like, hey, Chase, drink this bullshit. It's
clearly not how we would have
try this jelly bean.
It's shooting sunshine and happiness and rainbows out your ass. Like, cause that's what they did.
Is that
like,
what it actually
yeah.
That's
Sunshine and
ingredients.
rainbows in the ingredients.
Marshmallows, Galaxy, Calypso,
Those
Sunshine,
are
Happiness,
hops.
and Rainbows.
All right, but not the Galaxy.
Yeah, Calypso's that.
Galaxy and Calypsos are both hops. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
double
Oh,
like
shit.
double
That's actual
like
hops.
two roll malt is actually a thing. Second
When you
roll.
get to the Sunshine and Rainbows,
I've
All
heard of
bullshit.
every. I didn't. I thought Galaxy and Calypso was just the thing that they were.
nope, that's
Put on there.
actual
No,
hops.
well, I mean,
That's
they
actual hops.
did it for a reason. They hopped it that way for
so
a
what? It's
reason.
like a different strain of hops.
Well, Galaxy
like
and
we-
Calypso hops are actually
That-
pretty. They're
yes,
That's where I was going.
they're pretty common actually.
like hops is
You
like
just never see that on a beer either.
Well, they don't-
Well,
Well,
they don't want to tell
like,
you what is in
what
their
hops
beer.
they're
Yeah,
using,
right.
but in this case, it makes sense. Like they're marketing this like rainbow colored marshmallow.
I have to admit, as a
That's your $200 ingredient right there.
constant buyer of IPAs, the vendors definitely tell me, oh, it's Galaxy, it's Calypso. Like, I hear those a lot, especially coming from Smartmouth. I mean, like,
I mean, I bought a lot of IPAs, but like none of my vendors tell me what hops are using.
oh,
Yeah, I've
I'm
never
particular.
seen that before.
I mean, I like a good IPA, and this is a great IPA, but I hate when you open up a beer or like when you get one in draft and it smells like a cat's
alright.
litter box.
If we had fucking paid $100 for this, we'd be fucking pissed.
Yeah.
What was
Yeah,
that one
had
from
I-
like
had I
Green
paid
Flash?
$400
What was the one from Green Flash? It tastes like a dirty fucking gym sock.
Well, you're gonna have to be a bit more specific because I hate to say it, Green Flash is definitely
Yeah, I know.
West Coast IPA heavy, and they are bitter as fuck.
Yeah,
when they came
West Coast
by
does.
and they did the tasting for us, I think you were still working there.
West Coast,
But,
West
it was
Coast,
the
and East
Oculus
Coast,
Sauvage.
like are very
And they
different.
had,
than what
they
they
had something else with it, and it was like a light tinted green.
I'm pretty sure that was me when I was working there, not her.
I
Either way, because it was
Either
when
way.
they opened their brewery in Virginia Beach.
Right,
That was
right.
me.
Okay.
and by the
Not
way,
her.
we're
They were walking around. They had all like a little sample tray.
Yeah.
Julie and I are
Sample
still
tray.
drinking.
That was when they sent us the.
I mean, the more you
fucking
drink it, the
Savage
more
by
you kinda-
accident.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was
Savage
Feel it,
is
you
actually
taste
pretty
it,
decent.
that was fucking awesome. Which is, by the way, Oculus Sauvage is
They need way more marshmallow in this to sell it to me again.
I'm
Kind
gonna
of
throw
purple
this
sour
out there.
beer.
Green Flash,
Oh.
Oculus Sauvage, fucking amazing beer. Is
So
a
marshmallow?
IPA aged over
Sorry
cherries.
guys, I'm talking to.
Oh, it was over cherries.
It was aged over cherries.
See, I thought it was like
That
plum
smells
or some
like-
shit like that.
No, aged over fucking phenomenal beer.
Super
Expensive.
sour. Super
Sorry,
sour.
I tuned
Expensive.
out.
No, it's okay. It's
I
okay.
don't know what the hell you guys are talking about.
Oculus Sauvage.
Oculus
Green
Sauvage
Flash.
by Green Flash.
Okay.
They
The
sent it to
sour
us. By,
tart
they sent it
beer.
to us by accident. Let's be real. They sent it to us by accident. Phenomenal fucking beer. I had two guys at the bar who, after we did the
In-
event,
in
we did like
keg?
a tap takeover. Yeah, it was a keg.
We
We
had it
did
on
a
draft.
tap takeover. We didn't sell it because I literally walked into the rep and I was like, "What the fuck is this? It's supposed to be a brown." And I walked up to him and I was
It's
like,
purple
"What
as
the
a
fuck
bitch."
is this?" He was like, "Oh, you have a surprise for me?" And I was like, "Yeah, I do. What is this?" He was like, "Oh, that's Oculus Sauvage. How did you get this keg?" And I was like, "I don't know. It's supposed to be brown." Either way, phenomenal fucking beer. I will
Shit
give him
sold
that.
like crazy too.
Like, and yeah, no, it did sell like crazy.
Sure. It's a
Like-
limited one-off fucking beer.
We definitely got it for less than they were supposed to sell it for because we paid for a brown and they gave us a fucking specialty. But
No wonder they don't.
either way, fucking I mean, the beer
I
was
wonder why
amazing.
they went back to the West.
We had two guys at the bar who tried it like
Green Flash?
like a 50-50.
Green Flash
They did it.
closed both.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Did
At
they
the
really?
same damn time.
What?
At the same damn
Fuck.
time.
West Coast and East Coast.
See, I
Oh,
was
shit.
was East Coast.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Green
Well,
Flash is shut
When they
Either
go
way.
up north.
Oculus Sauvage with fucking Guinness was amazing. Amazing. They did a mixed beer.
To me, that's just a weird combo.
You know what
So,
though? Oh
Stout
my
and
god.
Really sour.
Alright,
Like, I don't even know
so-
what the Sauvage was, but it was just a sour beer.
Do you think
I guess
That's
that's the beer type, I guess.
beer aficionados, the ones that we are not,
Well,
we are
Connoisseurs.
we're not beer masters. I'll go
Not
with that.
aficionados.
yeah, okay, like, and we drink a lot of different beers. Do you think that someone's gonna say like, "Oh, your palate's not refined enough to find the marshmallow"? And like in my mind, my palate should not be refined enough to find the marshmallow in an IPA if you're gonna sell it as a marshmallow
IPA with marshmallow.
Yeah, there's like you can say what you will on our palate, and like I've drank in the hardest IPAs that are disgusting.
We've done East Coast,
Yeah.
West Coast. Fucking, I have to admit,
I shouldn't have to.
Hoptopus?
I should not have to find
Hoptopus.
the
not a
marshmallow. I shouldn't. You're not a fan of Hoptopus?
I am not.
All right,
not
real
a fan
quick,
of Hoptopus.
quick lesson on IBUs, which is the bitterness in a IPA. Like this one is really low at 10. Like okay, but so IBUs like that's how they rate.
I probably
what-
have. I mean, I
what
have to
IPA is.
disagree with that.
Anything over 100, the human palate, it's the bitterness level. So
Right,
the human palate cannot taste anything over 100. So when people are giving you 240 IBUs, like you can't taste it. You can't taste the difference between that and one that's 100.
It's just fucking bitter.
It's
Damn.
it's bitter.
It's
so
just bitter.
You like a
So
100
like your palate has a tolerance level towards that
something bitter.
IPU,
Like you can only
or the
taste
bitterness of something.
Yeah, 100 like something that's 100% bitter is
The max of bitter.
is a triple IPA, and anything over that you can't taste.
Which you don't even find too many triple IPAs. Period.
You find them.
You can find them, but I mean, like most people
Doubles,
don't make them.
like-
Like doubles are pretty out there.
Yeah, hop
Even
the crap
Smartmouth
out of
has their
something.
Notch 9, which I have to admit, big fan of.
Notch 9 is
Notch
awesome.
9's pretty good.
I love
Sorry,
it.
I'm just finishing up
The rest of the,
rest of
Saturday
the-
morning.
The Saturday morning, and I'm not gonna lie to you.
I mean, Smartmouth.
I just got
Like-
a little bit of sweetness.
A little bit of sweetness.
Like it shouldn't.
What I was just saying, yeah, like you're trying to.
I should not have to hunt for that. In
It
a
should be
beer
first
that,
sip.
that
So,
you're-
so what? That it's got to be like a 5-sip kind of thing.
No, this should have been a breakfast beer. This should have been. This
All right.
should have been in a stout.
I was gonna say we had that conversation earlier though. Like a breakfast beer is not an IPA. Like IPAs do not scream breakfast beers.
Because
Darker
breakfast
beers,
beer is an actual thing,
Yeah, breakfast beer is an actual thing.
and maybe not in America.
Well, all right.
But
I had somebody come to the end of the bar the other day and say that they wanted an EBS or an ESB. And it literally took me a second because I'm a beer fucking fan. Does anyone know what an ESB is? English Special Bitters. It is a style of beer, by the way. A good beer, but not one that you will find in the fucking States.
not one on this side. Of it.
Like, it's not something you find very often. You end up getting a Guinness.
Like okay, all right, real quick, Chase. Like you've heard of breakfast stouts.
Yeah.
They're far and few between here in the States. But a breakfast stout is literally a low alcohol percentage beer that you can drink with breakfast. Like it would do
It's
really well.
almost always a dark beer, though. I don't
It
think
would-
I've ever seen a breakfast beer that is a light beer.
It's a breakfast stout.
Well, I mean, it doesn't even be a breakfast stout. All right, I'll say 90% of them are breakfast stouts. I have seen like a breakfast porter.
That is still a dark beer.
Again, a dark beer. Like you don't
Sweeter.
find lighter beers that are
No.
fucking breakfast.
You're not getting your fucking natty light breakfast beer.
Well, that's a whole separate story.
Your natty light lemonade and raspberry beer.
Not a breakfast beer.
That sounds
Uh-uh.
like something I want to
It sounds
drink. Never.
like an Aventus or whatever it was.
Did you just say an Aventus, like Aventinus?
That thing.
Are you trying to say that Aventinus is like a fucking lemonade beer? Because I
I
will
will
stab you.
I only
Slap
heard.
you in your face
I will
right now.
stab you.
And I'm not a fan of
That's a plum
I'll raise
beer,
my
right?
hand right now.
No. Oh my fuck!
I'll raise
I
my
always
hand right
thought I could have sworn I'd seen it
Aventinus.
on the bottle.
Aventinus is a old style wheat, not a
I'm-
wit beer.
I'm-
It is not like Blue
I've
Moon.
never drank it.
It is an unfiltered wheat. You have to roll the bottle before you fucking open
That I
it.
know.
And oh my god, it is one of my favorite beers. I will fucking stab you
Yes.
for saying
now.
that. Like,
I'm not a fan. And
Really?
I'm a fan of beer. And I feel like the clove is overpowering in that beer.
okay, now see, I am not a spiced beer fan, so I can understand
That
where
beer
you're
is
coming from,
100%
and at least
spiced.
you know what you're talking about. But like, I will fucking stab you, dude.
Like,
I'm
and I've heard, like, from people, like, oh, you gotta let it catch up to room temperature. Like, when it's poured over draft, it's cold, and it's like, you gotta let it sit for a while. First of all, I'm not a let a beer sit kind of guy.
Okay.
I'm not either.
The reason why I said that is
Yeah,
because
by all
I'm
means.
already, because I'm being young Jamie right now, I'm already looking at this shit. And it's like a few beers on the list. Our approach was a Weizenbach. Whatever the fuck it's called.
I'm doing the same thing, bro.
Okay, so real
It
quick,
says it has full flavor like banana bread, clove, and raisins.
I was getting
Clove
there.
is definitely there, and
So
as I
Clove
said,
is
like,
forefront.
I have to say, I'm
That-
not gonna knock anybody for not liking clove, but plum and like, what the
There's
fuck did you?
no
I don't even know what you said earlier. I'm
there's-
still so pissed. I can't even fucking remember.
I'll tell you a beer that tastes like banana bread that will shit on.
Are you talking about the
Evansina.
fucking
Goat
monkey?
Boy.
A Goat Boy.
Goat
Goat
Boy.
Boy. All right.
Go boy. What? Who is that by?
Can I fucking cast this shit?
No. Did you? I mean,
No,
Like,
but
hey,
to-
why over here
fuck
bullshitting? Like, pull up Goat Boy. It's
I want to say is
Southern Tier.
no. It's.
I think it's
I feel
Southern
like
Tier.
I want to
Go boy.
Goat.
not
No.
Goat Boy. It's not Southern Tier. I'm almost willing to bet money. Almost.
That beer tastes exactly like banana.
I feel like
bread.
it's brothers.
I think it's Southern Tier.
Julie,
It
we need the answer.
and it came in a 24-ounce fucking
Spelling. What?
bottle.
Goat Boy.
Goat Boy.
GOAT.
The only thing that's coming up is Goat Boy, musical artist.
Type Goat Boy beer.
she's like, yeah. It's Southern Tier.
Fuck.
Southern
Alright.
Tier. Like,
Southern
yeah, the
Tier
producer pulled it up on her phone faster
They
than
they
doing
do
it.
make good beers.
They-
I will give them that. Like,
They make
Southern
some,
Tier
they
makes some
make
good
some
beers.
but they're all one-offs. And I think, like, if you can put your hands on Goat Boy and Aventina's at the same time,
Goat Boy's
Goat Boy's
probably.
gonna win.
I'm not gonna lie. Goat Boy's
gonna
probably
win.
better.
and
But Aventina. I mean, Aventina's is still.
Aventina's is good, but
It's-
I mean,
it's gotta be one of my top five.
It's so clove heavy in the front.
See, I don't mind that. Like, and it's weird because I'm not a spiced
Cast this
beer fan.
Like, you're talking to me,
Yeah, I get it.
and we drink.
I'm talking to everybody, but
well, yeah, but you're looking at me.
yeah, I
and,
am.
Like, we drink a lot of beers in a group setting that we talk about the flavors, and you know that I'm right.
All right. So hold on. Here's a real Corey for you because we like to do this game all the time. Query. Sorry, Corey is a rock cobber.
Yeah.
Query.
And not
What
a
is your
quarry.
top beer of all time?
My favorite beer of all time,
Yes.
American Pilsner. Right here, right now.
All right,
Like,
Miller Lite.
I will. This
Miller
is,
Lite, for those who don't see what he's fucking picking up and dropping.
This is the lawnmower beer of, like, and I'm not like, you know what? Miller High Life has that
I prefer Miller High Life over Miller Lite.
Miller High Life has that malty aspect that Miller Lite doesn't have.
But see,
But Miller High Life is the Budweiser to Miller as Budweiser to Bud Light.
see, I
hate Budweiser.
I'm a beer snob, but I like Miller High Life is my fucking shower beer. Like I can hop in the shower and chug two without fucking tasting them. Like they go down smooth. They're fucking quick. They're delicious. Like, but
I was on the Chase train for a long time.
I think Yingling.
Yeah.
Yingling's not bad.
Yingling is fucking
I
amazing.
still think Europe.
Best beer in the world.
I'm sorry. Fuck no.
No,
I
I
still
mean-
think Europe makes the best beers, and Unabreek in particular.
All right, I'm sorry.
Unibrow?
I definitely
Unibreek.
exaggerated a little bit.
Not
Definitely not in the
Unibrow.
world.
Unabreek.
I
but
don't
hey,
know.
For a 7-Eleven beer,
Lafindamol.
That's Unibrow.
I'm going with Yingling.
And that's
Unibrew.
Canadian.
Look it up, please, producer.
It's Canadian. It's Unibrow. It's Canadian.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's French.
Wait,
Yeah.
what am I looking at?
Lafindamol.
French Canada. Like you're challenging me
Unibrow
on
is
this?
I am. I will challenge you all day on this.
How do you spell
Unabreek.
it?
Unibrow.
Lafindamol. LA space
Look up.
FIN.
Said your unibrow.
I think it's DU.
Unibrow.
MOND. It's the end of the world.
What does that mean?
Lafindamol.
It's actually an Abbey beer brewed in Quebec.
It's a beer.
Yes, I'll be pissed if it's brewed in Quebec because it is a French beer. How much I know.
Oh yeah.
La Fin du Monde.
Made by Una Brique. And I know
In
that. You can't
Canada.
say it's Unibrow. It's fucking Una Brique.
Okay, so that's the way I was told it was said. But
La Fin.
Okay, hold on. We'll find out.
yes, it
Well, we know how
is.
brow's spelled, right?
It is B-R.
I hear Break and brow.
B-R-U-E.
IQUE. Una Brique.
It's Canadian. It's an Abbey beer brewed in Canada.
It is, I will say.
Quebec.
Fuck!
Oh,
All right.
Boom!
Shots
Winning
fired.
the beer challenges. Come on. Keep shooting them at me.
Who? I thought he said Canada.
No, he said Canada. It is a. I said it was a French beer, which I'm gonna go. Technically, it still is.
Yes, but it's brewed.
French
The
Canadian.
reason why they brew it over here is because it's cheaper than shit.
Thank you for the admittance on
It's
that.
always a money game.
Thank
Yeah.
you for the admittance on that
Yes,
one.
yes, but
All right, I will give you that, sir. I will give you
All
that.
right, throw me something else. Come on.
I'm just saying.
You want to beer me? Come on. Spin them all.
Developed through 18 months of research on a unique strain of yeast originating from Europe.
Okay, for those of you that couldn't hear because she's not mic'd up, it's a 18-month process.
18 months research
18-month research
on a unique strain of yeast
on a unique strain of yeast
originating
originated in
from
Europe.
Europe.
So yeah, there you go. Yeah, no, she's not down. She's not down.
Do you want to tell the rest of the story?
Please do.
Do I
Please.
just have to do it like this?
Yeah,
please.
well, yeah,
Talk
talk
into the
into the mic.
microphone.
It is brewed in honor of the intrepid European explorers who believed they had researched the end of the world when they discovered North America, the New World. This triple-style golden ale recreates the style of beer originally developed in the Middle Ages by Trappist monks who, for special occasions, and as such, was the first kind to be brewed in North America.
Well, fuck me.
Boom.
All right, so you got me on that one. You got me on that one. But it is still a French style.
It's a European style.
All right,
Abbey beer.
you know what? It's a
Five
triple Abbey
months.
beer. Either way, it's one of the
Five
best
months.
beers I've ever had.
Yes. I'm not arguing that point.
All right, on that note, let's go back to something I know we both had. Not 120. Worldwide.
Okay, worldwide is
Gotta be in my top 5.
Prestige worldwide.
Worldwide.
worldwide. Was
I don't even know what its style was. I'll be honest with you. It was almost chocolatey.
Imperial stout.
Worldwide.
I don't think it was a stout though. Like that's.
You were saying 120,
Yeah.
so are you talking about Dogfish?
I don't have my phone on me. Somebody look up worldwide.
They make
Yes.
worldwide.
Dogfish makes worldwide. So 120 comparable. Like it's the same percentage.
It's
the same percentage.
Okay, so when we talk about 120,
120 is like all right. It's a staple on its own.
120 is the unicorn, and
Yeah.
for
I've only had that once, and it's really hard to get to.
yeah,
like
it's
like
super,
a-
it's
like a-
this is what brings us to this
like
story.
what 2 months out of the whole
Exactly.
year that they sell it?
120 is like
Yeah,
the fucking
it's-
Saturday morning shit.
Yeah, dogfish 120.
Well, that's 120.
Sorry, it's worldwide. Sorry, she pulled it up. It is a stout.
It is a stout. All right, that makes sense.
It's
Okay.
18%.
That makes sense.
And so
18%.
Dude, it was it was a good beer though.
Damn.
Like it was a
like okay, so
Damn. It probably don't feel like it either.
No, it didn't.
Okay, so we're East Coast.
we're East Coast. Oh,
And
Long
dogfish,
Beach. Long Beach.
dogfish makes
Dogfish
Yeah,
makes some goddamn good beer.
like Namaste,
Southern Tier and Dogfish.
Dude,
are
Namaste
fucking
White.
Namaste,
Namaste
they
White,
do
dude.
Namaste, they do Midas Touch.
bomb. Yep.
Which one is one that they went over to Africa and captured the yeast in Africa to make the original beer? I think it was Midas Touch. Like they literally went to Africa, caught yeast out of the air, and then brought it back to the United States and brewed a beer with it to make the Egyptian. I think it was Midas Touch.
I mean, that sounds right.
Anyway,
I'm not
you can
positive.
watch all this on YouTube. Just type in Dogfish Brewery, and you can watch them do all this. And while they were in Africa catching this shit, is when the 120 didn't produce, and so
Oh.
okay, yeah.
All right, for
yeah,
those of you that don't know, You can actually watch this on fucking Beer Masters? What's the name of the show?
It was actually all you have to do is
Shut the fuck
Shamo. all you have to do is go to YouTube and type in like,
Dogfish 120 dump.
Yes,
Because
And
they literally dumped
$2 million.
500 gallons of beer. And like the people that are standing around watching this shit go down.
Crying.
Like, I mean, there's like 7 people.
They're a small brewery.
They are, but
And
they have great respect in their beer.
And
like,
they were talking about rebranding it as something.
yeah,
else.
no, and the owner was like, "Fuck that! We're not rebranding it. It's either gonna be 120 or it's not."
So for like 2 years, 120 didn't come out.
Was it 2?
That was our year that we were waiting for.
Yeah,
forever.
no, we didn't get it. I thought it was only 1 year, but either way, like they dumped 500 gallons of beer because it wasn't up to standard. So like, shout out to Dogfish
for doing.
like, no, we're not gonna rebrand it. We're fucking
I'm not gonna lie to
dumping
you,
it.
I would rebrand it as something else.
500 gallons? Yeah, I mean, obviously, fucking Smartmouth did.
Small company. Yeah. It didn't turn out marshmallow, and we're just gonna shove it full of Rule G. All right, but no, Dogfish, like, and there's a whole story, like, when you go to YouTube and you watch it, and like the reason like it's called Dogfish is because he was walking with his dad down the road, and his dad was like, "What are you gonna call your brewery?" And like they were on Dogfish Road, and he was like,
Dogfish.
Like, so the story is great. And 120, hands down, beats the shit out of this fucking Saturday morning crap.
See, I hate to say this.
I'm
not
pissed
a
off
120
about-
fan.
Dude, 120 is not a beer. I think 120 comes closer to being like a sherry.
Like, it ages well.
Hey,
Because, I mean, like, I know people that literally save their 120 to age it.
Yeah, it ages well. It gets better with aging. If you go to Dogfish's brewery, like I don't know if you can. I've seen them do it, like where they have years of
The
Dogfish
120 release.
120, like so that you can taste the different years back to back to back. And I don't know if that's something that you can do or if that's just something they did in the
Early days.
YouTube in the YouTube video where they had like 4 years of 120 and they were trying to make sure that it tasted
the same as the previous 120.
and they even talk about how they taste a little bit different between each one. And I think like Dogfish, and like after watching that YouTube video and watching what they do, they truly believe in what they're doing, and for them to go to Africa to find the yeast strand from the original, like, oh, we're gonna use Egyptian yeast to brew this beer.
I hate to say it, I don't even care about that. Just the fact that they literally dumped 500 gallons of beer. Like, that's respect. Like, we're not rebranding this. We're not repurposing this. It was not what we want to dump it. And I mean, like, as I said, I don't remember what TV show it's on, but it's literally on, like, Brewmasters. I think it's Brewmasters. Is that what it was?
I don't think it was Brewmasters.
Either way, like, you can literally see, like,
no, man, I just watched it one day, like
7 people standing around just watching this shit go down the drain.
Like when I watched it, the bar was closed, and a buddy of mine like had his laptop, and I was there like waiting for the producer to get off, and he was like, "Yo, why you're just chilling over here drinking beer? Freedom!" He gave me his laptop. He was like, "Watch this." And I was like,
I think it was Brewmasters is the name of the show. But either way, like, literally.
Brew Dogs is maybe what you're thinking about. And, like that's a whole
That might be it.
that's a whole other podcast because Brew Dogs is like with the fucking breakfast beer and punk IPA and all that. Like Brew Dogs are the ones that brew the crazy fucking ass beers.
Alright, so to jump back to Southern Tier though, I will say they probably have also one of my top 5 beers, which is what are you about to say?
No, I'm with you on Southern Tier. Like
Southern Tier makes some damn good beers. They're summer seasonal.
Julie's gonna put
Yeah,
all this in the comments.
As we're talking about breakfast stouts and breakfast beers and stuff like that, the Founder's Canadian. That's one. There's another one called Rogue Chipotle Ale, which that's definitely a beer for us if we just want to try that shit. Like, there's another one called Pliny the Younger.
Well, I like the handle on that.
Yeah. It's
It's a little fucking.
coolmaterial.com. It's called the Beer Bucket List.
Okay, so
Pliny the Younger.
you're literally looking at nothing that we're talking about.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
The best
he's
stuff.
looking at some of the best beers.
So-
Yeah, like I don't know how to.
Like,
You guys-
I want pull up the number one. Like, let's see if it, like Nuclear Penguin is by Bulldogs, and that is
That is a good one.
Oh, what?
Nuclear Penguin.
World End is by Brewdogs. Like, and I know we were gonna talk about this later on. Like, that's like the world's strongest beer.
I gotta
Like,
say,
12 fucking years running.
let's talk breweries. Evil Twin.
Okay, so I don't know the entire story behind Evil Twin, so we're gonna save that one. But I
See,
feel
like, Evil
there's-
Twin goes to other breweries and says,
there's
hey,
a mashup with
like, we'll fucking brew this beer, you give us a percentage type deal. Like, they make some phenomenal fucking. And I hate to say it, though, their stories are probably better than their beers.
Lagunitas.
Tactical.
Makes great.
Tactical
Lagunitas
Nuclear Penguin.
is awesome.
Yes.
Tactical Nuclear Penguin.
Nuclear Penguin is like, and then like World's End, I think, is the one that's like by Brewdog, and it's like actually got like the squirrel, taxidermy squirrel.
Oh, yeah, over the fucking bottle.
And like each bottle, it has a different.
We've been in this business.
Yeah. Each bottle has a different squirrel outfit. Like one
They
has a top
taxidermy a
hat,
squirrel over the fucking bottle.
No shit.
and it comes out. It goes up his ass and out his mouth, and then like one will have a top hat, one will have like a
Like, they fucking
bonnet.
dress the
Like,
squirrel.
They dress the squirrels individually. Like these beers are $600 a
Holy
piece.
shit! Fucking.
Jesus.
Okay,
What
so Brewdog's Tactical Nuclear Penguin has an ABV of 32%, beats the previous record of 31% held by German beer. I'm gonna butcher the shit out of this. Schwarzerbier.
Schwarzer beer?
Chase
It has an IER, it's Schwarzer beer.
It's not.
AER. This beer is about pushing the boundaries. It's about taking innovation of beer to the whole new level. It's about achieving
Schwarzerbier.
something that has never been done. Yada yada yada.
Yeah, that's Nuclear Penguin. Look up World's End.
And they store the beer at negative 20 degrees for 3 weeks to get it to 32%. That's yeah.
I think Brewdog was big for a minute in the States. I'm pretty sure it's huge across the pond. And
I don't think it's legal for a nuclear penguin.
yeah, Nuclear Penguin being over here is like, and
You get a 4-ounce glass.
I've been to a bar that they had it, and it was for private use only, and they were like, "We can't give it to you. It's private use only. Like we have it, but
We can't give it to you.
it's,
Welcome to ABC Law.
It's actually how over at Yard House.
They give you smaller
Look at
glasses for higher percentage
Yep.
beers.
I got a.
World's End.
Welcome to Virginia.
It started with an A. It was a 14% alcohol content.
It's
It was a like a Tripel.
14. Like, dude, we're talking about 30.
No, I know, but I'm just saying
Like,
that I can
that's a
actually go
bottle
buy
of
it.
vodka
That I can just go buy at a
in a
bar.
12 ounce.
Even a Scotch ale.
But he's
gives
talking
you
about
like
4
13%.
ounce samples and shit. You go to this bar, that's all they will give you of this beer, and you're paying like $10, $12 for this beer, and it's a fucking like two
I was
shots.
ready to
Well, I
shell
remember-
out fucking $80 for a Nuclear Penguin, and they wouldn't even
it's a-
choose me.
I
Damn
remember
good
when
You
beer.
were there.
Yeah, no, I was there.
You
I
were
remember when
there.
fucking 120 came out of Yard House though. They had like a small keg of it, and they were they fucking sold it for like $12 for like I want to say it was like a 6 or an 8 ounce glass, like tiny glass, but I mean like again like limited release fucking. I have to say like it's a good beer, but I can't get into it like
I
that.
do like how there's when you get a Stella Artois, they actually give you the Stella Artois chalice.
Okay, well, yeah.
Chalice.
It is.
Billy just found.
It wasn't-
Billy's on the website.
It wasn't.
$20K.
It wasn't World's end of history beer into
End of
the
history.
American market, and each bottle will be tastefully packaged inside a dead rodent. Like that's the bottle right there.
That's
It's,
what taxidermy squirrel.
yeah, it's a taxidermy squirrel with
That-
a suit and a top hat.
Logo.
Yep. And each one was different though. Like none of them were the fucking same.
Well, yeah, because it's a taxidermy
Yeah,
squirrel.
like
Every
they had to
squirrel's
do
gonna
each
be
one
different.
the same, or each one different. I'm sorry.
I seriously thought you were talking about the logo on the beer.
No. Like they fucking put it in a squirrel.
What do they run? What do they run each?
I'm trying to find the price right now.
Yeah, dude, it's ridiculous.
It was ridiculous.
Fucking
but,
hell of a gift.
Like, dude, that's the type of shit you don't fucking like. You don't even open. You just set that shit on the fucking countertop. Like, yeah, end of the world right there.
It fucking.
If the world ever ends,
I need one to drink now, and one to scare the shit out of Julie every time he comes out of the bathroom.
if the world ever ends, I'll crack that beer.
That's end of history, not the end of the world.
End of history, it's a 55% ABV beer.
55.
So 55% ABV, so it's 24 point. Ah, fine.
Hold on.
27.5%.
Well,
Yeah, 55.
Freedom's ringing over right now.
55% ABV, 27.5% alcohol.
Okay, so only 10 bottles will be produced, and they will only be available to investors who commit at least $20,000 to the Brewdog's equity of Punks USA crowdfunding initiative. Before it even turned to attention to our side of the Atlantic, Brewdog has raised more than $33 million for this thing. I, Watering Him Out, pledged to be 46,000 shareholders worldwide.
That's a lot like Dogfish, though.
You have to be a fucking investor to get this beer.
Well, that's the thing. Like Dogfish does the same thing. Like you can only get 120 if you purchase like a fuck ton of their beer.
Well, yeah, like that's what we did. Okay, so we had 90 minute tap, 60 minute.
We had 60 minute, 90 minute. Namaste. We had worldwide.
We had Namaste. Like they're like, there's no doubt in my mind. Like when they were gonna release it, and they dumped one, and we're like, what the hell? And they're like,
we did end up getting it like a year later.
Yeah, we.
That's
got
what
it.
I don't think it was.
We
2
got
years.
we got a case of it.
A case.
And we got one case allocated to us after we've been selling their beer, like all their beer.
Which, by the way, what we bought like 4.
There was a lot of Dogfish.
Is that left?
Okay, so
7 minutes.
So we split them all.
Oh no, we definitely. It was like fuck everybody else.
But it was like when we got the case, it was we did it in a lottery, and it was whoever finished the beer club.
We did. Yeah, we did. We did support our customers, but you have to admit
we did stash a couple.
You and I both took one off top. Like,
oh yeah, this is
like we bought them.
Yes, we paid for them.
At fucking restaurant cost, not even like cost. Like we fucking paid for them, but
and then
we both took one.
And then we had a couple staff members who
were also beer aficionados.
But they bought it for us, so I ended up with like 4 bottles.
Nah, see, I think I had 2, and don't get me wrong, I drank them.
Like, okay, so it's literally a squirrel, like it's sitting on its fucking legs.
We've seen it. Describe it because
okay, so it's like taxidermy squirrel.
This is the end of the world.
End of history. The end of history. The head of the fucking bottle comes out of the mouth of the squirrel, pointing straight up. It's sitting on its hind legs with the tail kind of curved, and
I think this is awesome. This is like stumbling over.
There's a hand holding another squirrel that's actually pouring the bottle.
Yeah.
I think it's funny that this is the first time that Dooley's seen this, and like Dooley's been hanging out with us for a long time. And we know evidently a lot about beer.
We know a lot about beer. Let's not get twisted. We know a lot about beer.
Like, okay, so it's how many bottles are you producing of this beer? It takes 7 months, and at the end of it, we ended up making only 10 bottles. Hence why it's so difficult to get your hands on it. Like 10 bottles after 7 months, that's some shit. Like, all right,
that's some good shit though.
Yeah. Like they said up here when I was reading it.
It's good shit. It could be the world's worst
like
beer.
$20,000 investment.
It tastes like the Rule G.
The brewing process of it. It says beer takes 7 months to make. It uses a technique called ice distillation, where we freeze the beer down to negative 40 degrees Celsius for a period of months. Then we take away the ice, we concentrate the liquid, the alcohol, and most importantly, the ingredients and aromas. That's a lot of fucking process for that.
Real quick, like if you guys go on YouTube and you look up Brewdog, like these guys make the most epic beers, and like they did one with the Dooley Give Me the Time, so I know how much
5 minutes.
5:30.
Okay, so like they on the 4th of July, they were in a parade, and they took the DNA from the Constitution. Like these guys are from England. They took the Constitution. They got DNA from it. They reproduced the DNA, and then they brewed a beer with enough DNA for every person in America. And then they brewed it in a parade. While, like, granted, they had to jump out of the line and get back to the back end of the parade to finish their brewing process. But you can watch all this on YouTube. Like, these guys are awesome. They're not even American. But they
mean DNA.
They took the Constitution. They took, like, a little fucking corner of it.
And replicated.
And dropped it. And then in a scientific lab, they made the Constitution. So then they made the beer called Constitution. And they brewed it in the 4th of July parade. These guys are
They're
phenomenal.
English.
They're English. First of all, they're phenomenal human beings. To do this, first of all, they're English, and they did this for the United States. And then they brewed it, and then they released it with the next year on the 4th of July on a rooftop, watching the 4th of July fireworks, while people are drinking the beer that has the DNA of the Constitution in it.
That's just fucking marketing genius.
Like,
That's the most American.
The most American shit that ever fucking happened in beer was done by some English dudes. I
will say fuck Miller and fuck Bud Light. Fuck
They could be Scottish. They could be
They're
Scottish.
not American. Who gives a fuck?
But these dudes come over here and they do this for us. And I think, like, hands down, that is one of the most American fucking shit you could ever fucking do. America. All day, every day. And I think those guys did the right thing. In the 4th of July parade.
We need to get them on the fucking podcast.
Yeah, that's a fucking long shot right there.
Yeah, they have a tendency to get naked.
I want to know how they got their hands on a fucking actual document of the fucking Declaration of the Constitution.
They went to the Smithsonian. They got a string.
Right, but like, how much did you have to pay to get that little piece?
Well, they're selling beer for $20,000.
It shouldn't.
I don't think
it
they
should
gave
not,
it away.
I'm sorry. It shouldn't be illegal to sell somebody a piece of the Constitution.
Hey, go on YouTube. Go on YouTube.
Let me just
and
send
watch
this
it.
amendment real quick.
They probably got like a fucking. They probably got like a swab of the Constitution.
True.
Like, I mean, like, it's not like they got
Go
the
to YouTube
Like,
and watch it.
I'm here in a corner, so that's where I'm going.
Yeah.
Like
They were there with scissors. Like,
yeah, right.
I'm taking this.
They just put a corner.
Yo, let me get that John Hancock.
And just letting everything go. And
Oh, okay. So, but they did it, and they did
the swap
phenomenal
sounds
thing.
more
And this
logical.
is post 9/11, and I feel like it's amazing that they did what they did. And
Definitely cool as shit.
you guys can totally look up Brew Dogs on YouTube, and you can actually watch them make the beer in a parade. Like, they're like, holy crap! Like, they do so much crazy shit. Like,
we love crazy.
no, we
Evil
love
Twin.
crazy.
That's why I love Evil Twin.
All right, guys, we got 2 minutes left in this podcast. So once again, we just want to plug all our non-sponsors. Like, we have a table full of Miller Lite.
Miller
We have this one. Sorry,
We got a very
Smartmouth.
infamous Smartmouth on the
Sorry,
table.
Smartmouth, man, guys. Like,
You got some camels, you got some marbles.
Smartmouth makes good beer.
Coming from the America's oldest brewery,
This was not.
Yingling American Lager.
This was not our favorite by
No.
Smartmouth by any means.
Yeah, Rule G is better.
They ruled it.
See, I really
All right,
do like
so-
Real G too.
Thank you
But
guys
just-
once again for always
It would
supporting us, and whatever you guys do to support us, like, we always appreciate it. And
Get us in contact with people you want to see on
yeah,
here.
if you want to see us on, if you want to see people on the podcast, shoot us a DM. Let's do this. Team Fat
DM,
Kid.
email.
Choose the fat. Out.
Team Beckett out.